All right, yeah. So one of the major things that I've noticed about making a big man build on NBA 2K23 is that your attributes don't necessarily match your gameplay. So for instance, a lot of folks, when they're making a big man build, they want to shoot for that 99 blocking attribute, that 99 rebound, that 99 interior defense. And surely on the right build, those things will work out for you really well. But how much better or how different will you play against somebody who has way less attributes in those particular strong areas for a big man build? Let's say, for instance, you want to add shooting and playmaking to your build. You're going to have to sacrifice in certain areas, or even if you want to go high finishing, you're definitely going to have to sacrifice in particular areas. And you're thinking, if I sacrifice on my defense, then more than likely I'm not going to be a good defender. But that's not the case with this secret goated 7-foot build that I'm finna showcase to you guys. We finna get into all the details, so y'all be sure to drop a like and drop a sub. It's a catfish glass cleaning finisher build. The build shoots lights out, and I got clips to showcase how well this build is shooting. Let's get into the attributes so I can show you guys exactly what I'm working with. And the reason, before I show these attributes, the main reason why I even decided to make this build is because we ran with two builds that were very similar in regards to attributes, and they played absolutely amazing, so much so that I had to make the build myself. So let's go into the attributes and show you guys exactly what I'm working with. He got a 79 three ball. Let me see if I move this over real quick so that way you guys could see those particular attributes in regards to his offense. The 93 driving dunk makes this build very agile when driving to the rack. So he looks like a regular, like smaller type of slasher build when he's driving to the rack with that 93 driving dunk. The 79 three ball, like I said, you won't believe it till you actually see it. I'm shooting lights out from all over the court. I can't go limitless range, but we're talking about most big men be scared of the top of the key or the hash areas. This build is shooting absolutely great in those particular areas with a 79 three ball. And the reason why I went with 79 is because we were running with two other very similar 7-footer builds that were already shooting lights out with a 79 three ball. And I was really reluctant to choose that 79 three ball, but with the right jump shot, it all worked out great. And I'll showcase the highlight clips so you guys could get an idea of how well this build is shooting. 76 pass accuracy, the ball handle goes up to 63, and the speed with ball goes up to 64. Now let's move this back over here so we can review the defensive attributes, because that's where I myself was scared to limit on, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there will feel very similar to how I felt while making this build. Man, I don't know if I could sacrifice that blocking attribute. He needs to have a 99 block. I don't know if I could sacrifice my interior defensive attribute because they're gonna body me in the paint. And I do want to mention that this player in particular gets amazing defensive contests in comparison to my other center builds. I added the 67 perimeter defense so that he's able to move quickly in the paint. 93 block is more than enough for a 7-foot build. Keep that in mind. I know you may feel reluctant to go so low on that block. You want to kind of max that out, but when you get the player out there and you start maxing them out, you really begin to see the potential for this build. 94 defensive rebound. I love the way this build grabs boards, and keep in mind that I'm matching this up with my previous players that had 99 defensive rebound with a 99 block with a super high interior defense. And what I'm mainly getting at when looking at these attributes is that a 99 should look drastically different. A 99 in your block, a 99 in your rebounds, or a 99 interior defense should look drastically different going up against a player with these type of attributes. But unfortunately in NBA 2K23, that is just not the case. I in no way, shape, or form feel weaker on the defensive end than any build that I've been matched up against. And as you guys know, I love to keep it a buck with you guys. I'm not telling you you should make a build like this, but if you are considering a taller build, you may want to consider these options as a starting point. When we look at the 79 three ball, knowing that you guys guys are going to be shooting lights out. And then we take a look at the 93 driving dunk, getting all those contact dunks, so much offense and absolutely great defense. There's definitely a 7-footer build that you want to look at. 77 speed with a 72 acceleration and 87 vertical. Just a game changer type of build. And I know a lot of you guys are like, well, how you're able to shoot lights out? Let's get into the highlight clips while I talk about the jump shot. These are the highlight clips that you guys see in the background. The build is going absolutely crazy. Great on defense, amazing on offense, but that all comes together with the jump shot. And if you guys are looking for the absolute best jump shots on NBA 2K23, if you got a big man build or even a small build, look no further than NBA 2K Lab Premium. You can join NBA 2K Lab Premium, use promo code AllCity and save yourself 20%. The jump shot that I'm using is Brissett base, Giannis release 1 and Jokic release 2. You guys cannot go wrong with this jump shot. I promise you, it'll change your whole game for this particular type of build. And if you have a build like this that's a shooting threat, the defense will have to play up, which in turn will allow room for those backdoor cuts or even open up even more room for your finishing. That 93 driving dunk on a 7-footer is an absolute game changer. Will definitely have you guys looking like absolute goats out there. The main reason for making this particular video is how I would never make a build with these type of attributes. If you asked me in the beginning of the year to take a look at this build, I would have said that this build is lacking in so many areas. If I didn't have the gameplay to prove what I have seen other builds do with this exact type of build, promise you I would have never made this build, and I wouldn't be recommending a build like this to you guys. But when you do make a build like this and see how amazingly agile he is out there on the court, you do not feel like 7 feet, you do not feel slow. And considering you're just an offensive threat with a build like this, I highly recommend a 7-footer like this glass cleaning finisher build. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all be sure to keep it locked right here at AllCity Live TV, because we got a bunch more NBA 2K23 news, information, and updates coming your way. Drop a like, drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.